Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently attacking the Kingdom of Kimek over here. We definitely need to get some forces raising, that would be ideal. We're going to drop a rally point here, we'll raise our men-at-arms, in we go, phenomenal. Now I was looking around, we are unfortunately still truced here and with the Byzantines. So that's going to take some time, no doubts about that one. Are we truced with this guy as well? Yes we are. Okay. So we have this dangerous faction brewing up. We just restarted the game, so this is almost certainly not a real thing. We'll get rid of that for now, and we're keeping an eye, of course, on this situation here. We want this war to end so that we can have this guy properly under the Mongolians. That would be ideal. So we're going to head on in over here, of course. We see them on their way. That's kind of funny. They are not going to be happy about this situation in just a moment. There we go. Now they're very upset. They were going to stack wipe our zero stack army, but yeah, it's not good for them. So that's over. Fantastic. The siege is over as well. We're going to just push through here very, very quickly. We only got 4% for that county, though. That's non-ideal. That's certainly going to take some time. Okay. 67, that's much better. So we're going to need to grab some territory down here, of course. We are going to have ticking war score. Yeah, show this guy 900 gold. I've never seen a vassal deliver 900 gold before. He is making 120 per month. That's pretty good. Oh, he's this guy. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so show him in at once. 900 gold and we get 200 renown. Not that we need 900 gold. We have 123,000 right now. It's a lot, and we really probably should spend it, but I can't be bothered. What did we inherit? We're at 20 out of 11? We just inherited something big. The Emirate of Georgia. Okay. So we don't want to be holding this. This should go to someone else. We're going to grant this out, and then you are now going to be the Sultan of Georgia. Congrats. This guy likes us a lot now. He's also mildly scalable. I'm sure it'll be fine. Cool. So this war is going to be over very shortly, right? They're not going to walk into us again, are they? It'd be very strange if they did. Yeah, they're not going to. So at this point, we're going to walk down here. Actually, we're not going to get anything from this, are we? We've already maxed out our battle war score. There's not really a reason to go down here. Okay. We're just going to walk over here. I think that's technically the closest. Yeah, that's technically the closest. So we're going to head on over this way. That should end the war. I think. He's going to siege up here, but that's going to take him 7 months. Wow, okay. That's going to take some time. He's only got 20 trebuchets. That'll do it. So we're going to head down here. We're getting almost no war score for these occupations. There's like no development over this way. Okay, that's fun. So that's all fine. That idiot belongs in our dungeon, of course. And the war is over. We'll enforce our demands and disband our troops. So now we have some access up over this way. Granted, we had access before, but I want to get a lot of this area cleaned up. This is a kingdom tier realm up here. Okay, that's going to be mildly more awkward for us to get. I do think that we should probably, well, we need to move the vassal in over here. There we go. That'll be fine. How's Mongolia looking? They're still at war. And this guy's our prisoner. I mean, I would really like to grant this vassal. He would accept this, but we can't do it because they're at war, right? So we have to wait for that war to end. So I think we'll fight our own war in the meantime. We're truced with this guy. So we would need to fight Borjigin here. We do have this claim on the Borjigin Duchy, which this seems fine. Except that this guy's Orthodox. I'm going to... Who was this? Right, this guy. I'm going to send him a gift. 43 opinion. And then we'll demand his conversion. He might accept. The odds are a bit low, but we'll see. He does not accept. Okay, so we're just going to have to pay the extra prestige. The other thing we could do is just do a duchy conquer and just give it to him. we could go that route. Sure, we'll do it that way. So we've got Tara over here as well, which we can certainly declare on. We can do a conquer duchy or press this guy's claims. That's expensive, though. I'm going to do a conquer duchy. And then we've got this guy over here. So we can do a conquer duchy here as well. And then we've got Sibir. We can do a conquer duchy here. And then we've got Konda, conquer duchy, and Kazim. We can do a conquer duchy here as well. That's Conquer County. Conquer duchy. There we go. So that'll do for now. This is a kingdom tier realm. We'll get to that later. We've got 6 wars here. That'll be enough for the time being. So we're going to drop our men-at-arms a little bit back here. Only 58 days for them to gather. Wow, okay. Cool. Apparently this guy already has some occupations. Interesting. Well, we're certainly going to move through here. What is this dangerous faction? Catholic populists. West Francia. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. Not really all that much we can do against West Francia right now. Other than just let this happen and crush him. Which might be our best bet. We do have a dynasty legacy available. I wouldn't mind... Well, we need to grab close bonds. Graceful aging would be okay. And then from there, I think maybe we go down customs. We've got a lot of minority vassals, a lot of other cultures. I feel like that wouldn't be a bad idea. So we have a bunch of ongoing wars here, right? And what specifically is this one? Okay, that's up over here. Noted. So that's going to be a bit before we're ready to do that. But up we go, and these guys are no longer interested in moving down here. I wonder why. I can't imagine why that might be. Up we go, and we should have no real problem hammering through these wars pretty quickly. Hopefully we get everything we need just from this siege, although it might not happen, and if it doesn't, it's awkward. Okay, so it's awkward. We're going to have to go over here and then backtrack. I was hoping that we would get everything we needed from this capital. Sadly, we did not. We're going to have to take over here next. We're going to have some vassal limit issues for sure as well, and we're going to need to handle those. Indeed. I'm not sure where all of these vassals are coming from at this moment, but for now it's fine. Okay, so this war's over. We'll enforce those demands. And this territory is currently held by us. We are, of course, going to grant this out. And we need to deal with this duchy, right? So we need to create this title. And then that would go over to this guy as well. So 1 vassal would go with that, and that'll mean that we're only 4 direct vassals above. And then we would give that guy over here. Cool. So something along the lines of that. We know that we have 1 vassal that we can grant here, but we're 3 direct vassals above. So I'm guessing this is due to double kingdom splitting up. Most likely. From succession. That's very, very likely what's happening there. And it's not ideal. It's definitely not ideal. One thing we could do is just not grant out the double kingdom, but some succession types do automatically make them. But we could destroy the kingdom title. That is a theoretical option. Okay, let's tear through the rest of these wars. I'm not sure what this... okay, sure. That's mildly awkward. 363 troops, so I don't think they can actually do anything there. Let's get the rest of these duchy-level wars done. A secret exposed. Okay, so let's head on up here. Fantastic. We probably don't care about this siege, I think. And yeah, we're going to be running negative numbers on some of these. It's not relevant. There we go. Hopefully we finish here. Yep. Fantastic. So we enforce those demands. And we're next going to come down, I think, over here. So we'll need to get that dealt with. We will grant this on out, and we will grant this on out. Perfect. Then we need to get this duchy going. So we'll create this title. Perfect. And that needs to go to... Oh, we need to we currently hold this chiefdom. Okay, we need to grant that out. And we'll grant this on over. Perfect. So 2 vassals go with. And then this duchy level title will need to go into, say, this kingdom. It's the nearest. It's fine. There we go. Beautiful. So now we're down to 5 wars. Perfect. We need to make our way on over here. They're going to finish up their siege up here, but that's fine. We don't care. It's not really going to do anything. So over we head. Eventually. The real question is, oh, they're still 24 months away from sending their ultimatum. Now they're 18 months away. Okay, that was a 6-month swing. Exciting. We just got a son. That's fine. And sure, we'll gain some prestige here. Prestige is always handy for us. And we just inherited a mosque. Okay, we need to handle that. So that needs to get granted out. Perfect. And back on up to our wars we go. There we go. It is good to have this all connected together, that's for sure. So we're going to take over this capital here. Does this end the war? The answer is no. We also just got the nickname The Shy, which is mildly awkward. But we're going to head down over this way. That put us at only 40% war score, taking their capital, which makes me sad. That said, they do have some territory controlled down here, right? So that's fine. This is not relevant, really. We're going to head up this direction soon enough, but for now, this is okay. Now, as far as this goes, I don't think they have any ability to contest the war goal. I don't think they can even siege that. So for now, we're ignoring that war and letting ticking war score handle it. And we're just going to walk on through here. We're up to 55 because they finished this siege over here. Sure. 80. And we're just going to walk up here. This should end the war, I think. Their occupations over here are mildly awkward, but we need to be heading northward here. They're going to try to take their capital back. Fair enough. I wish them luck in that endeavor. War is over, so we're going to enforce those demands. And we are, of course, going to head northward from here. We need to hand out these titles. So all 4 of these get handed on out. And we, of course, need the duchy title, which we'll create and give to this fine gentleman here, who we will then gift into this realm. Perfect. No problem there. I guess we could come over here and take this back on our way. Since they're walking this way, that might not be the worst of ideas. Cool. Abdul Wahab. Sure, why not? So we've definitely gotten a lot of territory over here already, but we're going to get more. We've got 4 additional wars here, but one of them is defensive. So let's take back the capital of this duchy over here. There we go, no problem. Now, unfortunately, they have passed on through here. So we're just going to have to go take their capital. We'll see how that ends up going. If they're just going to run around over this way, I don't care. They can do that if they like. We'll probably just siege. So here, 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 and then we're ready to move on over this way. Or up over here. Actually, it's over. Beautiful. So that's fine. We'll enforce those demands. And, of course, from there, we could head here and then up this way. Why not? That seems fine. We're at war with these 2 still. And we'll need to get both of those wars done, of course. We'll hand these out to nobles of Bedouin culture. Magnificent. We will, of course, need to create our duchy title out over here. No problem whatsoever. We'll grant that to this fine gentleman. And he will, of course, actually both of these. We haven't moved both of these duchies. You move in here, and you move in here as well. Beautiful. This kingdom is becoming quite big, but this land is undeveloped, so it's probably not an issue. We do have a martial perk that we can take. We'll take Bellum Justum. Absolutely wonderful. And how are we doing on these factions? We have an independence faction brewing up in 21 months. This we probably want to do something about. We can just negotiate with this guy. Do it. The populists, they're going to be a thing. And there's going to be a lot of them. But they're not going to be very powerful. Okay, so hopefully that gets rid of that independence faction. Yes, for the moment they're too weak to send an ultimatum. Perfect. So we're going to head northward here and eliminate these locations. Are you willing to white piece? I'm willing to white piece this. Yeah, just do it. It's a defensive war. We're going to get almost nothing out of it. So we'll just white piece that. No problem. Okay, let's hop over this direction. We're at 33% war score right now. Getting these two locations should end this war. 63? It should end it. It should end it. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to enforce those demands, and we're heading further north. Up over here. It's going to be mildly awkward, but that's fine. We're going to grant these on out to nobles, of course, as we do. And we'll create our duchy title. Oh, I'm hitting the cancel button. That's awkward. We'll grant that over to this guy, and we'll move him on in here. Okay. What about over here? Is this war done yet? Nope. Okay. Well, we'll continue our own war. We've only got the one underway right now. 2 direct vassals above. That's not too bad. Okay. 200 renown. Wonderful. Degraded artifact. I'm actually just accepting this because it spends money. That is the policy from here on out. We've got 153,000. We're not concerned about money at this point. So that's absolutely fine. We gained a stress level because our sister died. Okay. We'll sequester ourselves. That'll be fine. And then, of course, I want to donate to charity here. There we go. Beautiful. So no problem whatsoever there. This faction is now too weak. Fascinating. We might still look to imprison this guy, though. After this war. It would be after the war. So he's heading up this way. I'm going to let him walk in. And we're just going to walk up here. That's the war over, obviously. In multiple ways. We're going to stack wipe his armies, and we're on his capital, right? So this war is turbo over. There we go. So that's fine. We're going to enforce those demands and disband our troops now. So that's great. We're going to grant these titles out. And we're going to create this duchy title. We'll grant that over to this fine gentleman as well. There we go. And grant the vassal on over. Cool. Now, we need to take a look around. This war is unfortunately still ongoing, so we can't move this guy yet. We are no longer truced here, so we can seize all de jure lands. We're delighted to do that. That won't take very long, but that's definitely a good cleanup. So we're going to raise our men-at-arms here. Is this a castle? No, that's a city. Okay. So that looks fine. We're going to raise men-at-arms there. We also have an empty council position. We need a new chancellor. Now the question becomes, how's our truce going here? We're still truced. The Byzantines are having issues. We can attack the Byzantines, though, and that'll be absolutely fine. Okay. This is a kingdom tier realm? Okay. Awkward. We can look at additional conquests later. I do want to deal with West Francia after we're done with this particular war. It does mean we're delaying the truce on the Byzantines, but the Byzantines have a lot on their mind right now, to be honest. Like, yeah. They're a little busy. They can't properly fight us. So we're going to wait until they can. Well, until it's convenient for us anyway. That'll be absolutely fine. So we're going to get our forces raised up over here. And we just need to take a couple of locations, right? This is not going to be a big deal, but moving around in these mountains is certainly slow, and that's going to be the core issue over here. The good news is this is Mongolia fully under our control after this war. So that is phenomenal. And we can just continue to push westward over here, but we're definitely, like, encircling Europe. And they can't be feeling too happy about that. I can't help but notice, ever since the fall of France, they haven't done crusades anymore. I wonder why that might be. Maybe because they don't have troops. That might have something to do with it. Between France and England, that was the majority of their troop count. And now that they don't have either of those, that's not going to go well for them. That's all there is to it. So we're going to come down here and eliminate this little pocket. And no issues whatsoever here. Border gore elimination. Man, we've still got over 100 years here. We can definitely do a world conquest here. And honestly, that's kind of the goal at this point, it feels like. So we're going to disband our troops. Phenomenal. Oh, we need to move this into here. So we're going to grant vassal. There we go. We can't grant this vassal over just yet. Sadly. We would love to be able to, but we can't. So I would like to attack the Byzantines at this time. Except I want to get France dealt with. So how do we do that? Well, he's a known criminal. So we imprison him, which means that he would start a war against us with the Rebellion CB. He might rise up with other disgruntled vassals, though. Would we be better off to do a title revocation? Not really. Huh. We have a lot of tyranny right now, and he's angry. Imprisoned family member, demanded conversion, offensive wars. I mean, we've done a lot of those. He does want a seat on the council. He's a very long ways away from improving his opinion of us. Let's just start to sway him, and we don't need to send him a gift right now. Let's just sway him for the moment. And what's he good at? He's actually a really good steward. So we could replace this guy as our steward here. Oh, we're blocked from removing him. He used a hook to get himself here. Okay. We can't make him our Grand Amala because he's the wrong religion, of course. 52 learning? That's insane. That is absolutely bonkers. I mean, this guy's got 42 learning. His next best would actually be diplomacy. He would be a small downgrade to our current spy master, but I'll put him in here. That's going to boost up his opinion by like 40. He has a lot of reasons to not like us, though. That's for sure. So I think we are actually going to attack the Byzantines here, and it does have to be a duchy claim. I kind of want to continue working on Azov up this way. So continuing to take anything in their Crimea adjacent holdings would be the idea. Yeah, that sounds good. We'll definitely do that. This war should not be too complicated either. The Byzantines are very busy right now. So we'll raise our men-at-arms, we'll raise some levy troops. What can they even throw against us? 27,000? Okay. Smallpox, get out of here. So there's an ally, there's a holy order, 70,000. Okay, that's more respectable. It's not good, but it's more respectable. Okay, this seems fine. And we'll just let these guys group on up. Beautiful. In we go to Azov. We're safe from smallpox. Perfect. How old are we? We are 19? Okay, we're fine. We've got a ways to go. Independence faction here. Noted. They're fluctuating between being strong enough to send an ultimatum or not. We'll keep an eye on that situation. For now, I want to get Azov under our control. And we'll just cross over into Crimea here. Take all of this. And then maybe we just go attack Constantinople? Might be the move. 3 direct vassals. Yeah, and this independence faction is actually not all that scary. We could theoretically, potentially negotiate an alliance with some of these guys. Although it doesn't look like it's all that great of an option. Okay, so instead, we could do something like this. He would not accept this. His faith is different from ours. We'll demand his conversion. He might accept it. He probably won't. He does for a hook. I'm not going to bargain for his soul. Okay. Honestly, we might just fight that rebellion. That might not be a bad idea. Don't placate them, just fight them and finish it up that way. It's not a scary rebellion, and getting all of these guys imprisoned would be good. That's assuming that they actually maintain the strength to do it, which they may or may not, especially when we hand out one of these vassals over here. When this war finally ends, it hasn't yet. It's quite a thing. So we've got a couple more additional locations that we can attack here in Crimea. We're at 48% war score right now. Okay. We definitely have ticking on our side here. And we're gaining small amounts of war score per county here. It's not huge. 57% there. We don't really have anything else to attack up over this way, so we're going to pretty much have to embark. And if we're going to embark and attack anywhere, it should be Constantinople. Definitely. Like 1,000,000,000%, that's where we should go. So that's exactly what we're going to do, and that will likely end the war, taking Constantinople. And it's not like that's going to take very long. So let's sail on down. And perfect. Here we are. And there goes Constantinople. A little slower to siege than some of these others, but it's still going down nevertheless. Okay, 83. That didn't actually end the war. We'll just head on over this direction and continue to siege. I want this war over. 84. 88. I think because we didn't have full occupation here, because of these two castles, is I think why that didn't end the war. So that'll be okay. This could end the war here. And it does. Fantastic. So we're going to enforce those demands and disband our troops. And of course, we need to hand out these territories. So we'll grant these on over. There we go. And that's phenomenal. For our duchy, we will of course create that. And we will grant that to this fine gentleman, and he will be moved into the Sultanate. Perfect. So that'll do. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to start cleaning up Tomel and continue to push through some of these territories over here. Although I expect that we're going to start seeing our push slow down a bit because we're starting to hit a bunch of kingdom tier realms instead of duchy tier realms. And that's okay. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.